Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links action, and Highlander format is here. Special duels are underway, and what does that... Season 6, oh wow, I haven't been here for long enough apparently. Anyway, what does this mean? It means that we can only use... Where does it say the rules? Hello? There we go. The requirements this time is to prepare a deck that contains only one card with the same name. Also, they banned a whole bunch of consistency skill like balance and my monster cards and stuff like onomatopoeia, all of that fun stuff. So, why are we here? What deck is so good in the Highlander format? Well, anything that stalls. Alistair the Invoker, Shiranui, anything like that where you can stall is super good. Do you know what else is super good? Ritual Beasts. Yeah, I don't know why, but it is. This deck looks terrible because it's just a bunch of one-ofs. But this deck is actually incredibly consistent and really good. I don't know how, but for some reason, Ritual Beasts just can play a bunch of one-ofs and still make it work, right? I don't know how, but Rampengu still works in this deck. Let me tell you real quick about why this deck works and why I had the idea that this deck might work. So first of all, Ritual Beasts can still do their combo while only having one of every single one of their cards. If they are able to start their combo, they're able to basically see all of the cards that they need. Also, they're still able to OTK with only one Apelio, with only one Canahawk. They don't need to have multiple of these cards. So, realistically, if you still draw the Elder Hawk combo, you're still able to basically end on boards that were very similar to previously, as well as you're able to OTK through very similar boards. However, you're also playing in a much weaker format, where people are only playing one-ofs, where people are playing a lot of Wall of Disruption, which this card kind of just destroys, right? And a lot of these other cards that kind of don't matter, right? While you're also still able to play things like Battling Boxer Veil and Sphere Karibo to get your Destiny draw off. Now, let me do a quick rundown of the card by card so that you have an idea as to why I did all of the choices for this Highlander deck. So, Winda, it's insane. Winda's Winda. Sphere Karibo is just a good hand trap. That's why we're utilizing it. Canahawk, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's super advantage in this deck and in this archetype. So there you go. Battling Boxer Veil allows you to get Destiny Draw. It's a stupid interaction, and I love it. I actually don't. I think it's dumb. But Battling Boxer Veil also is another level 4, which allows you to go into all of these level 4s down here. Don't worry about the level 4s. They're all trash. We basically don't Exi summon. Much like regular Ritual Beasts. Petalfin, you only need one anyway, so there you go. Pretty self-explanatory, you return a card on the field. Rampengu, this is the most interesting one, because oftentimes you won't even activate the effect of the Rampengu. It's more so just the fact that it is a Ritual Beast, or I should say a Spiritual Beast. There you go. Elder, I actually never ended up drawing Elder, I think, in like any of my games with another... No, I did. I drew it once with a Winda. Or something along those lines. Maybe it was a Rampengu. Anyway, doesn't matter. But when you do draw him, he's still insanely good because it allows you to go into, you know, any of these cards, which all of them being summoned is really good and allows you to go into your fusions. So, there you go. Elder, everyone knows him. He's still limited to 2 for reasons I genuinely don't know, especially with the Hatronade ban. I'm confused as just about everyone. Anyway, Spiritual Beast Apelio is a great boost, and in a format like this, that extra 500 attack can be really powerful and allow you to survive quite a lot. We have Ritual Beast Tamer when it's normal summoned, you target one of your banished Ritual Beast monsters and summon it. So, really good. Laura is the same except for the graveyard. So banish, graveyard, pretty self-explanatory. Both of them are really good. Mystical Space Typhoon, along with Forbidden Lance, Galaxy Cyclone, and Cosmic Cyclone are all of our answers to the back row. I wish I could play more back row hate, because that many people are playing back row. But all in all, I think some of the other cards are just more valuable. And Ritual Beasts don't really have that big of a problem against the back row itself, because oftentimes they can just play through it because of the contact fusing mechanic. So there's that. Obviously, Book of Moon. Book of Moon's insane. We have the one Return, we have the one Bond, and then of course the one Ambush as well for our Ritual Beast cards. All of them are super useful, all of them are pretty good, and realistically, if you were to cut a card, you could cut one of the tech cards, but not any one of these Ritual Beast cards. Yeah, I know I'm playing a 21 card deck. If you want to cut a card, go for it. I think all of these cards are very useful though. Then we were playing World Legacy Clash. Why? Because it's fun. I love this card. This is my favorite card. It's so useful. It has like some of the highest skill potential as well that a quick play spell can have. So really cool. I love it. It's super fun. Anyway, anytime I can play it, I will. And since we can only play the one Elder, we're going to be playing another limited to 2 card. And I figured, hey, why not play Clash? Then we have Drowning Mirror Force. This time, this can literally just win games on its own. You just set the Drowning Mirror Force, you hold the whatever it may be in hand, and then you pray that they just run into it and just lose everything. Same thing with Wall of Disruption. A lot of people are playing it, but also a lot of people are running into it because there really isn't a whole lot that can interact with this card in a format like this, right? If you run into a Wall of Disruption, you're just kind of screwed. And with the limited amount of spell and trap card removal that there is, it just kind of tends to stick around. So there you go. Realistically, you could cut one of those, but I like them both. As for the extra deck, we have obviously the one of each of the Ritual Beast monsters, or the Ritual Beast fusions. Then we have Abyss Dweller, never summoned. Shark Drake, never summoned. Papal Operative, never summoned, and Malevolent Sin, summoned once. There you go. Let's hop into the deck, or the replays, and show you how this deck performs. So here we are, in Silver, playing against Yusei Fudo. Yeah, it's Silver. Now, hear me out. Highlander format, because it's new, and because it's only going to be around for a week, basically everyone that I play against is going to be either very good, and basically King of Games, or very bad and basically like platinum. So it's a mixed bag no matter where you are. In Rookie, I was playing against people who were very competent. Anyway, by the way, this is happening. Noble Knights is happening. They were able to get a really good board as well. And we kind of got an okay board. We ended up drawing the Ritual Beast Return as well as Galaxy Cyclone, or not Galaxy Cyclone, Cosmic Cyclone. But we did end up drawing the Wall of Disruption. The other card that we drew, though, was Ritual Beast Tamer Wen. I ended up just normal summoning in it, and he returned it for some reason, because he is weird. I figured he would have gone for back row, but he didn't. And we're able to survive due to Wall of Disruption. He ends up tie the binds, all of that fun stuff. We're just going to activate our Wall of Disruption, and we're going to take 1300, which doesn't proc our Destiny draw, but all in all, that's not that big of a deal. We then end up drawing into a Galaxy Cyclone, a Galaxy Cyclone, and we hit the Book of Moon. We just set a card, and we pass. Now, the Book of Moon allows him to reset his attack, so he does do that for the Tar. This guy, I don't know how to say his name. I don't know why he did that for that guy instead of for Custanine, but I guess it doesn't matter. Probably because Custanine had the Gallatin and was already boosted up to more than 0 attack, as well as, you know, he would have lost the Gallatin and it would have been put on the... Anyway, it doesn't really matter. All in all, we are going to Cosmic Cyclone this ARF, because if he does activate the ARF to destroy our Wen, we literally just die. However, now we get our Destiny draw, and guess what I'm going to Destiny draw? That's right, it's Winda. Galaxy Cyclone is going to activate, we're going to destroy the Gallatin, he's going to re-equip the Gallatin, and guess what? I don't really care. We're going to go into Winda, and then we are going to go into Petalfin. And guess what? Petalfin is super good against Noble Knights, especially when they only have access to one Custanine, and especially when they've already used that Custanine. Now, he doesn't really have an out. Unless he's playing some other weird unnative out to it, he basically can't do anything. And of course here he doesn't read my card and realize that it can't be destroyed. period. So we're just going to sit here and pass a bunch of turns. He's going to actually draw into a Caliburn, which is really notable. He also tries to destroy me once again, not realizing how my card works. We did end up drawing it into a Ritual Beast Ambush as well, but he tries to destroy us. He's just going to gain a whole bunch of life points, but all in all, doesn't really do anything. During his end phase, we're going to Ritual Beast Ambush. We're going to bring back this Winda as well as this Wen, and that allows us to go into Apelio. Then I normal summon this Spiritual Beast Apelio, and that was actually a mistake. I don't think I should have actually summoned this. Here is why. Right now, it's boosted up to 2300. And I was thinking very hard. I was like, oh, maybe I should attack this guy, but I would be destroyed by the Guinevere. So all in all, doesn't really do a whole lot. So I ended up attacking in with the Ult Apelio instead, and then I'm just going to attack in with the Spiritual Beast Apelio. I could have actually attacked into the Guinevere equipped one there and not taken life point damage, but I thought it would be funny to do it the other way. Anyway, this summoning up would have basically killed me because if this was in attack position at 1800, I didn't have anything in the grave that I could banish to boost it up. So if you were to attack in with the 2400 and into my 1800, I would have taken 600 points of damage instead of the 100 that I ended up taking. And so I would have been down to 200 life points. Anyway, big math. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to go with the Petalfin during the end phase to fusion summon, and then we go into the Canahawk during our turn. We get our combo started. Pretty simple. If you don't know the Ritual Beast combo, there are plenty of guides out there. I've even done guides on them. Anyway, we ended up searching the Petalfin, and yeah, that's basically it. He ends up Cosmic Cycloning our basically dead drowning Mirror Force, so I didn't really care all that much. But we were able to go into our Canahawk once again, and now we have our our Petalfin. And then we just are able to kill him because we return the Custanine, and then we just attack in for game. And we also had the Bond in hand, so we could go into our ulti Petalfin if need be. But yeah, there you go. As I said, you basically only need the one Canahawk. You're able to recycle it over and over. You basically only need the one Ult Apelio. I mean, 2 is very nice because it allows for a lot more OTK options, but you can still OTK with only one. And as you can see, even in grind games like that, we're still able to prevail. Oh my gosh, it's like looking in a mirror. Yummy, yummy, crazy. Hey, look, if we win, we'll gain a rank. Let's go. Yeah, silver's really easy. Hey, we ended up actually drawing a phenomenal hand. It's the set 3 pass. Except it's actually not, because Galaxy Cyclone is not a card that normally you set. But we do have the World Legacy Clash as well as Wall of Disruption. And we drew Winda. Happy day. Well, guess what? We win. We ended up drawing the Galaxy Cyclone, and so we were able to get rid of the Karmika, and then we just slap down the Canahawk, and then we go into our full combo. So we're going to bring back this Petalfin with the Canahawk effect. We're going to search out the Ritual Beast Ambush, because Ambush is actually just going to be better. And then we're just going to go straight into our Ult Apelio, and we're just going to swing over whatever they had. During the end phase of his turn, we are going to bring back the Canahawk as well as the Winda. Canahawk's going to banish the Ult Apelio, and then I'm going to go into Malevolent Sin because it's funny. Realistically, should I have done this? No, I should have gone into Canahawk, searched another card, and then brought back, 2 level 4s, and then I could have gone into the Malevolent Sin. But at the very least, I mean, realistically, there was no reason for me to do this. I could have just attacked in with the Ult Apelio. However, I did know that he had Kiwi in hand, and so because of this, I just banished with the Malevolent Sin, and then he no longer had Kiwi and wasn't able to survive. So there you go. That's lethal. He also didn't have any hand traps, and if he did, could have been highly detrimental. But all in all, didn't end up mattering, and we take it. Also, he was playing Dark Magician, so there's that. Alright, here we are up against my Valentine, which most likely says that we are playing up against Harpies, because Harpies hunting ground. There you go. Which means back row is going to be significantly less powerful this time. However, we're just going to go to Canahawk and banish the Winda. Pretty simple. You do this in normal Ritual Beasts. They're going to normal summon Dynatherium and set 2 and pass. Kind of interesting. Well, we do have the Laura in hand, so we're going to go for Laura, summon the Cannahawk. Cannahawk is then going to activate. We're going to banish the Apelio. We're going to then fuse into the ulti Cannahawk. We're going to target the Cannahawk, and we're going to target the Apelio. Then we're going to summon back the Apelio, and we're going to summon back the Laura onto the field. Then we're going to search ourselves at the return. Apelio is going to activate. He's going to boost up. We're going to activate the return. We're going to banish the Petalfin we're going to banish the Petalfin to summon the Petalfin. Then we're going to banish a card to return one of their cards, one of their back row to the hand. And then we are going to go into another ulti Cannahawk. We're going to get another search. We're going to return the Cannahawk, and we are going to summon up the Rampangu and the Winda in order to search the Ritual Beast ambush. He's going to then immediately go for his Windstorm of Etika. And then during the battle phase, of course, our guy is on 400 defense, so he's going to try to attack in. We're just going to defuse and go in into the Apelio. Now, he makes a mistake by not taking out the Apelio. He instead opts to go for the damage on the Petalfin, and the Petalfin goes to the grave. However, this is a mistake because Apelio then allows us to boost up and get more materials into the banish zone. Anyway, slight misplay, doesn't really matter. In the long term, we're going to summon back that Apelio. Or sorry, not Apelio. Petalfin. We're going to return that back row once again by banishing the return, which is kind of funny. The ambush. We're going to banish the ambush because I wanted Wen. I searched Wen, and yeah, we're going to actually utilize Wen. We're going to summon up the Apelio. We're going to banish, and then he realizes, oh, that's a lot of damage. If you noticed, our Apelio was 2800, our Wen was 2500, and our ult Apelio, well, it's 2600 when it attacks because it's unaffected. And we had the Ritual Beast Bond in hand, as well as a Clash, which was very funny. But yeah, basically at that point we were well over lethal. Maybe not through a Sphere Karibo or anything like that, but through quite a lot. So there you go. There's the game. So real quick, how does this work for Highlander format? Honestly, it works pretty well. I think the biggest thing that disappointed is World Legacy Clash because of the fact that a lot of people are just like setting monsters and not really playing around monsters a whole lot, which means that, you know, if there's no monsters for you to target, World Legacy Clash kind of doesn't do anything. So realistically, you could switch this out for like Treacherous or literally any of these limited to 2 cards. You could put in Kiteroid, you could put in, well, maybe not all of them, but, you know, Econ would be good. You've got, I even thought about Concentrating Current, could be funny, but, you know, Treacherous, Trap Hole, Econ, one of those would be better, you know. But all in all, I like Clash, so I'm playing it. As for the deck, I think it's actually really good and underrated in this format in particular. It plays through Disruption really well, at least for a Highlander format type deck. You know, it can deal with Shiranui pretty effectively. It can deal with a lot of these other decks as well. I don't think I ever came across a Shiranui while I was playing this, but all in all, like, I don't think Shiranui is that big of a deal because of the fact that you utilize Petalfin to return, as well as you are basically able to do your combo like normal, just like, Alistair the Invoker or Shiranui can. So all in all, there's that. Also, Destiny Draw is a heck of a skill. You don't even have to utilize it in order for it to pose a threat to your opponent. You know, being able to just draw whatever you need is incredibly useful. And the one game we were actually able to proc it, we did end up winning because we were able to just draw into Winda or draw into Laura or something like that. You know, it's just an insane skill that's super, super useful. Also, Wall of Disruption. Everyone is playing it, and everyone knows everyone's playing it, but it's still so difficult to deal with in such a limited format, right? Yeah, plus just being able to have access to so many tech card options, you know, things like the Galaxy Cyclone, you know, all of these different back row hate cards, while still basically being able to go fully into your combo is really, really powerful. Things like Six Samurai are able to do this as well, which also makes them pretty strong. Things like Harpies, things like Shiranui or Alistair the Invoker, or heroes. All of these decks are incredibly powerful in the Highlander format, and the reason for that is because they have so many options for their tech cards while also still being able to utilize their full combos or their full strategies, basically. So yeah, there's that. It's pretty simple, at least for a Ritual Beast player, and it's super fun. You still basically are just playing Ritual Beast like normal, except in a Highlander format. So there you go. Anyway, I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links action, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.